Hi, Mulas. No, Jack, stay. Stay. Oof. What is the Mulas up to? Oh, I need to turn up for the game sound too. That'll probably help. Maybe. Wah wah wah. Can. Wah wah wah. Okay, just making sure. Hi, Mulas. What are you up to? Wash wah 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 wah. Wash wah 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 blah 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 wah wah. Wah 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 wah. In a car. Where are you going? Do I know? Have I forgotten? Ah, fuck it. Yes. I will. Fuck it. Ugh. Yeah, that's a long ride. That's like on the other side of the fucking country. It's like 2 hours in a car, right? Why? So early. I mean, I'll be driving a lot tomorrow, but still. Huh. I swear this game keeps getting louder and louder. You need to get something in his mechanic voice. And yes. And his mechanic is all the way over there. Bruh. Choices. Not that I want to talk. Yes. Congrats on this first, Callum. Alas. Are you not streaming, Callum? It's a specific random. Oh, okay.
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice.
Go stream, Callum! You're playing Mass Effect, right? Last I checked. I believe I'm lurking if it's still working. Congrats on the second, Moraz. And yes, I'm very sniffly today, I'm sorry. Ass effect, yes. Massive ass. I mean, what? So loud. Hi, King. Trigger said he would smash this blue alien. Sounds like Trigger. Also, a mass of an ass. Ass. Oh no, not more. I want more Aloysia, but I want to save my things for Flint's. Alright. I'll be quiet.
How strange. This sword seems to be vibrating of its own accord.
Okay. And also, wow, you have a voice. Oh my god, this is why we don't have Paimon here, so we can talk for ourselves. I mean, what?
It's a very faint vibration, but it's getting stronger as I get closer to the statue of the Seven.
Are you talking about Mass Effect Andromeda? I think it was like split reviews on that.
Does this sword have some connection to the statue? But all it does is vibrate, even when I touch it. That place I got this sword from was definitely out of the ordinary. Maybe I should try channeling the power of cryo.
Oh, now I got the powers. Sure, Trigger. Sure. I could go check, but I'm lazy. I have the chat open. I like looking on the stream. You have the receipts? Well, so do I, if I had the motivation to go look. This guy's like, no, don't know what you mean. I really don't see any difference in the statues when I do this. How is the trigger? Good work? Have I broken it because I already resonated with the statue? Oh no, I need to use it.
There really is something special about this sword.
Oh no. Oh hey. Finally some love for the traveler. A traveler journeyed. Okay. When a traveler keeps. So what you're saying? I should go teleport to everywhere else right now that I have unlocked.
I don't really understand what just happened, but I'm pretty sure this sword just got a little more powerful. I'll have to try the same thing again when I come across another statue of the Seven. In the meantime, I'd better go find Aloysia.
Where are you? Statues, indeed. I think I have everyone but one open. I don't know if we are getting more area to Snaya. We just do. Yeah, I haven't unlocked that one.
Give it a try. You'll be warmed up in no time.
Oh, wow, there you are. I heard you, but I didn't see you.
This is a different kind of cold than what I'm used to.
No voice lines. Oh, let me just go activate this waypoint. We're getting more. There usually is like 2 or 3 expansions of the lands. I see. I mean, it's already pretty big, I guess. Oh no. I've decided not to do all the side quests and stream, or else I'll never finish because it takes so long. But also, I'm glad we're finally seeing a little bit more than just the walrus looking ones. Because when first entering the city, it was a lot of the ones walrus looking. Yeah, I already started a few. I just need to see what's going on a little bit. What, are we doing quick time events now? At least it's the same button. For now. The small animal people are very staring face. I'm trying to figure out why their eyes look so dead. Like the cat. Oh my god. Thank you.
Hello there. How can I help?
No, can you? I'm looking for
Sure
lotion.
thing. Give me a second, I'll go fetch him for you.
Thanks. Unless you're about to tell me what happens.
It's a familiar story. I've had similar experiences. Although Snezhnegrad doesn't deliberately delay or withhold relief, those first few days of waiting for help are always the hardest. It's a fundamental contradiction. If emergency relief can't be delivered in time, what's the point in even calling it emergency relief?
Yep. Wow, it's raining a lot. Sorry, I'm petting the cat. Time to get him laid out again.
Not necessarily. I think there's a good chance that Kresnik Krystal from Stratomoros will start flowing into the market.
Why?
When we resolve Stratomoros' energy issue, it's like we open the floodgates. A huge backlog of Krystal is now available to the townspeople. There's no way they can use it up at once. A lot of them will probably stockpile it and slowly work their way through. Probably a good idea, since energy prices are only going to keep rising. But there will always be people who urgently need Mora.
So I'll sell it to the highest bidder.
Exactly. At the current prices, selling Krystal is an easy way for an ordinary person to make a fortune. Hey boss, how much do I have left in my account?
1 second, let me check. So, you're planning on buying the Krystal out of your own pocket?
Yeah. I don't know if I have enough, so I'll chip in a little extra and buy as much as I can afford. No, it's fine. You're new to Snezhnaya, and you have your own living expenses to worry about. Besides, you're already providing the train.
Okay.
Here's your Mora. See what you can find at the market. But I doubt there'll be much Krystal left.
Yeah, well, can't hurt to take a look.
Why don't we just mine our own?
Let's see. Huh?
Otet. Boxes.
Oh, Alosha and... Hello.
I didn't realize you two knew each other.
We teamed up in Svetloledovka.
Yeah, I take on some odd jobs in the city to supplement my hunting income. Sometimes I work as a cleaner or prop hand at the theater where Odette is one of the big stars, so I've met her a few times. When the weather's as bad as this, it's better for a hunter to adapt than to keep looking for game.
Yes, and we sometimes need extra help.
Wait, why is the atmosphere so awkward? I thought things went pretty smoothly in Svetloledovka. So, what brings you here, Miss Odette? Looking for some new props?
No. After I got back to the theater, I couldn't stop thinking about the situation in Svetloledovka. It bothered me so much, I couldn't focus on my dancing. So I decided I'd come here and see if there's anything I can do. You too, I presume. I suppose that's why you're here. I didn't feel comfortable expressing my true opinions in front of the Harbingers. Not least because ordinary Fatui like me don't even know what Project Stuja is all about. Without knowing the full picture, I can't make sense of it. And at some point, if things aren't making sense to me, I can't just keep going along with it.
So many people feel the same way. They wish they could do something, but all kinds of reservations hold them back. Explains why groups like the Roadcott are springing up to fill the gap.
Yes. Well, that's one option. But there are risks to consider with organizations like that. The Fatui does not encourage their activities.
Right, because things can get out of hand, and it's hard to hold the right people accountable when they do. I've heard about a few cases like that.
Sandrone said Odette was on track to inherit the title of the Fair Lady. If so, she'll be able to find out what Project Stuja is really about. Still, it's probably a little soon to ask her about that. There may be more to the story,
Doesn't mean that she'll be a harbinger.
What's on your mind?
Nothing, I just spaced out for a moment.
I think we can both agree that no matter which side you're on, it can't stop you from doing the right thing. Where there's a will, there's a way. I know what Rosaline did while she was abroad. You made the right decision, so no hard feelings. So, what's your plan?
Oh, we were gonna buy some crystal. I heard there's some on the market right now.
Funny. I had the same idea. In that case, let me pay. I can claim it back as mission expenses.
That seems... yeah.
The real issue here is that government relief is behind schedule. Surely it makes more sense for the state to cover these costs than for us to pay out of our own pockets.
True. It's a huge expense after all.
They're not happy. He did say it, and then I was like, well, I guess I'll have to go back and look at the chat. But I'm lazy, so I won't. So it'll be up in the air. Trigger. It's not like you haven't done it before. I mean, what? I mean, it's so heartbreaking.
Let me see. I'll take it all, please. And I'll be needing a receipt.
I am not an auto. Sorry, I'm petting the cat.
Right. Choose mission budget under the expense category, but be sure to specify emergency rescue operation in the description. Otherwise, the normal reimbursement limit will apply. Let's book this train. Regulations say that if we need to transport Kresnik Crystal during Project Stuja, extra carriages can be added 1 hour before departure.
There was only 2 rocks.
That should do it. The train will be escorted to its destination by Fatui guards.
This is my first time seeing you handle Fatui affairs, Miss Odette. It seems you're as skilled an officer as you are a dancer.
You flatter me. It's only because I've been doing both my whole life.
Sad. Did I accidentally skip? Well, I'm glad we're in safe hands.
Anyway, I bet you've been non-stop today, am I right? Any idea how Paimon's doing?
I had my hands full, but I'm gonna go back to check on her now.
What's wrong? Who's Paimon?
His travel buddy. Hasn't been feeling well. She caught a cold right after they got to Snezhnaya.
Sounds like she's important to you. I can't believe you've been dealing with this on top of everything you've been doing to help the people of Snezhnaya.
I've got nothing going on right now, so I'll join you. I want to see how she's doing.
May I come too? I have some candy that someone gave me back in Svietlolaidovka. Plus, I know a little bit about relieving cold symptoms.
All right then, let's go. I still don't know what the deal is between these two, but at least the tension seems to have vanished. A good sign, hopefully.
I mean, she did mention Shinora. There's a lot of these snowball flowers. Today's work as tedious as ever. Sodahan, the other squads, and I searched the entire city. but we still couldn't find anyone who could help us solve our problem. Mr. Smay seemed quite agitated. He was constantly pacing by the door, muttering something under his breath. Outlander from another world. What's that? What are you selling, Grigori? Honey. I mean, sometimes we hit the steps. Pokemon. I think we already talked to you. Yeah. There's not a lot of rooms here, are there? Oh.
Hello. Sorry, but there's a sick person recovering in this room. Can I help you?
What happened?
Oh, please, excuse me. Are you the Traveler? Could I take a quick look at your Adventurer Handbook? Master Child said I should verify your identity.
Good. Oh my god, he's actually holding it weirdly, but it's there. I mean, I guess it could be worse.
Ah, it's really you. Sorry for the inconvenience. We're under strict orders from Master Child to keep this room well guarded. At the same time, we can't interfere with Podvoye Restaurant's business. That would only seem all the more suspicious and draw unwanted attention to this room. Besides myself, a few of my colleagues are stationed in and around the restaurant, in plain clothes, of course. Rest assured, you're in safe hands.
I didn't expect such a high standard of protection.
Well, Master Child handpicked us for this special assignment. We're not about to let anything go wrong. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. Please, head inside.
Please. And then she died.
Traveler! Oh, Arsha, you're back! Oh, hey! Who's our new friend?
Hi, I'm Odette. The Traveler and I crossed paths a few times.
She's a member of the Fatui, but she's solid. We can trust her.
Another friend from the Fatui, huh? You're practically a member yourself by this point. Paimon's definitely on the mend. We should be back to our usual travels in a few days' time. Seems like that doctor was right.
Still sus.
Paimon's limbs are still feeling a little chilly.
I have just the thing.
Whoa! What's this? Is that a flame inside an ice cube? Wait, is this real ice? How's it not melting? And how does the fire keep on burning?
It really sounded like she said, "Is this real life?"
All keen observations. You're right. This is called core ignis. Whenever I've caught a cold in the past, I found I recover much more quickly if I place this by my bed. You're welcome to borrow it.
Is it? Is it real life? I'm not the right person to ask that, Trigger.
Awesome! Wow! It's so nice and warm! Oh, it's like magic. Your name was Odette, right? How did you two meet again?
Looks like she's in pretty good spirits. That's a relief. Any progress with your investigation yet? No surprises there, I'm sure. They're not likely to let anything slip. The Rokad, huh? Let me think. Members of the Rokad keep their true identities hidden, but I think there might be someone I can introduce you to. Leave it with me. Meet me at the Korolyevsky troop tomorrow, and I'll tell you how it goes.
Would anyone like a drink? I'm gonna head to the bar.
Paimon will have... maybe some hot milk? Yeah. Paimon's in the mood for something warm.
Should I make tea? I'll be back. I'll keep it running.
Enough with the secret chat, you two. Let's catch up properly in a minute. Paimon wants to know everything that's happened today. It'll be kind of like tabletop troop. No reason why listening to a story can't be an adventure.
A word of advice, don't break the law. Is there anything else? Yeah, seriously, don't break the law.
Oh my god, and then I run into the event. I can't catch a break. Running bad. Yep, that's why I never do it. That is a hell of your own making. You received money. You do stuff for money. You work out for money. Oh my god, let me go. I mean, there is still money. But yes, of course, everything gets a cut. Oh my god, there's so much talk for an event that's just fighting, apparently. Oh my god, let me go. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, that big. Oh my god, you teleported me. Fucking hell. Let's see, what's the route? I have no clue. Oh, it's showing me. I'm an idiot. Rest in peace. Walk. Look down. Excuse me while I attempt to climb the structure. Never mind. What do I do? Nope. What if I do this? Oh, fuck.
Ah, you made it. I've got some tickets, and I managed to set something up with the Rokot. It'll have to wait until after the show, though. Happy to stay and watch? I doubt you've seen the Korolyevsky troupe on stage before. Pleasure.
I haven't
Here.
seen them at all, so
This is the way in.
sure.
Please present yourself for a routine inspection in accordance with theater regulations. Thank you.
guy with the Fatui? Looks like he's waiting for something.
Okay, all done. Thank you for your cooperation. Please proceed through to the theater.
Wow, 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 wow.
What's up? Everything okay?
It was not okay.
Snezhnaya's business and political leaders are always passing through here, so it makes sense that security's tight. Still, it's a little unusual to see the Fatui's Armory Palace guard here. You saw him, right? The guy right at the back. Strong, silent type. His name's Valeri.
Is he gotta be a playable character? Gotta enter the dad squad. I mean, one. And now we'll go home. Oh my god. Wait, you're working on a Friday? I just realized.
He's part of the Special Assignments Battalion, but I only ever see him here for one thing. To look for a guy named Mitya.
Mitya. Mitya later.
Supposedly a researcher, though he never seems to put much time in at the office. The theater is one of his favorite places to hang out when he's playing hooky from work. But that's not for us to worry about. Let's go. The show's about to start.
Bleh. Yay.
What do you think? Pretty impressive, huh?
Supposedly. Look at that. Big seats, damn.
Oh, the one in Fontaine? I hear it's iconic. Never seen it for myself, though. Here we are, just in time. Sorry, coming through.
If you're gonna show a blade, keep your mouth shut.
What's
Chill the
his
fuck out.
problem? Whatever. No point arguing with people like that.
Look, there she is. That's who I'm introducing you to later. She's the lead singer of the troupe, Vodyanitsa.
Is that the mermaid? No, I was just existing in Kava Mag was working. I was just keeping the Mag company. That's very nice of you. Also, there's plenty of space. How about you chill the fuck out, man? And nothing had started yet. I mean, less eerie than the Leuven opera singer. Trigger. Backing up PS3 takes so long. Why are you backing up PS3? Man could afford the high res.
This leads directly to the green room. They're expecting us. Vodyanitsa will be waiting for us there.
Trigger. I'm gonna assume it means slow. But those are numbers to me. Damn, we just walk on stage. That is slow.
Hey there. Excuse me.
Can you believe it? I am so mad right now. Come in.
Did you say that to us or someone else?
Oh, it's you two.
I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Huh? You know each other? Oh, wait. Is this who you were telling me about? The one you met yesterday and couldn't stop thinking about?
Damn, she's so animated.
I never said that.
Yes, you did. Why are you denying it? It was right before I went on that rant about the moody factory owner. Oh, I remember it so clearly.
Might I ask what brings you two here?
Oh, I just brought him here to see the show. And when it finished, he was full of praise for Vodionitsa's performance. So I thought I'd try my luck, see if we could get the chance to chat for a bit. Maybe get an autograph?
You work here. You of all people ought to know that's against the rules. It's not what the green room is there for.
What about you? You weren't on scene. Why are you here?
Oh, what's the big deal? Come on, don't be shy. I can give you an autograph. You can take a picture too if you want.
Damn, she really animated her. That's so arrogant.
Do as you please. I finished all my shows for the day. I'll leave you to chat.
I wasn't making that stuff up, you know. Odette's just too proud to admit it. She thinks very highly of you. And so do I. You did the right thing in Svietloladovka.
We're good. Odette's out of earshot. I'll lock the door. Confidentiality, of course. The Rokot is very strict on that.
Whoa, Alosha! Not out loud! Not with an outsider here!
Relax, I've taken care of it. Look at this.
The President's reply sent this morning. Wait, so he's been approved to join?
Dun, dun, dun! Det was an inside job. Oh god.
You told me last night that you wanted to get intel from the Rokot. Unfortunately, Rokot intel is only available to members. But ever since you set foot in Snezhnaya, we've been working together. I've seen the way you work, your character, and your motives. Everything about you is perfectly in alignment with what we're trying to achieve in the Rokot. So I figured I might as well cut to the chase. I wrote a letter to the President explaining your situation, including just the right amount of detail. His approval came very quickly. Of course, it's still your decision whether you want to join or not. We'll respect your choice.
Well, assuming Odette was telling the truth and she didn't misjudge you, I guess we don't need to worry about you blowing our cover. Still, you gave me a real fright. I didn't know that's why you came looking for me. So, that stuff you said about admiring my performance, was that... Now you're talking. That's what I like to hear.
Anyway,
Praise me.
let me give you a quick rundown of how things work. Like I said, the Rokot is a covert organization, and we hide our identities.
To check about you backing up your PS3. Universe. Hi, bye.
Members typically don't meet in person or even know each other's identities. This helps us maintain a high level of independence and secrecy. Because of this, members are basically free to decide their methods without constraints, so long as the outcome of any activity doesn't violate the organization's principles.
After all, we don't have any ostensible contact with each other. This way, if anything goes wrong, no one else will be implicated.
Beyond the freedom to choose how you operate, it's also your choice whether to act at all. we have plenty of members who have yet to take any action. In short, joining the Rokot in and of itself won't place any restrictions on your activity in Snezhnaya. There's a code of conduct you can read if it interests you. But basically, as long as you don't plan on using your anonymity to go around doing evil, you'll be fine.
I tried reading it 5 or 6 times. Never made it all the way through. Even the most lackluster script makes for more interesting reading.
Great. Then I'll go grab an official application form. Be right back.
There are official application forms, but it's also very covert and very anonymous. Did you keep the identity secret? How come you two know each other?
Well, Alosha has this pet dog, you see. His name's Tagarin, and this one time, Alosha brought him backstage. Tagarin took quite a liking to me, so I played with him for a little bit and fed him some treats. Then, the Rokot was out on a mission one day, and even though we were all in disguise, Tagarin recognized me right away.
And you recognized Tagarin? Was he in a disguise? Huh? Huh?
Just a coincidence, really. We didn't report it to the higher-ups, though, to avoid dealing with the fallout. Like my job at the theater, for instance. I really need it to make ends meet. By the way, what were you complaining about just before we came in? Did everything go okay with Chuganov?
Everything did not go okay. That's why I was so mad. I tried to make some small talk with him before I went on stage to fish for intel about the Iskra manufacturing plant. But he wouldn't take the bait. No matter what I said, he kept dodging the question.
So that was the record mission, but you complained about it to Odette?
And then he started complaining. He said he didn't appreciate his second-rate seat in the stalls because he usually gets a private box. I mean, what did he expect? Everyone knows that if you want a box seat, you buy a ticket well in advance. But instead, he sends me a letter the day before the show when we're practically sold out. I had to juggle things around just to get him a half-decent seat, hoping he would appreciate the gesture enough to share some information. But nope, he didn't give me anything.
Yeah, meeting Chuganov in person has definitely been a disappointing experience. Oh, you probably don't know who we're talking about, do you? Chuganov was that older guy you were sitting next to today. I'm sure he didn't make a great first impression on you either.
To the citizenry, he's a family man and a kind boss. But our interactions with him tell a very different story. It's one thing to ask for a favor, but he acts like it's his right. He always expects special treatment. Take the ticket situation, for instance. I've actually gotten him a private box in the past. But not only was he not even grateful, now he's acting like I've sold him short this time. Not to mention that he's never paid for a single one of his tickets. And another thing, if he's such a big family man, why doesn't he bring his wife and daughter to see the show once in a while? I've never seen them here, not even once.
Calm down, Vodyanitsa. If you won't do it the easy way, we'll have to try the hard way. But first things first. Here's your application form. Go ahead and fill it out.
Every time I walk away. My name is Slim Shady. I wanna be Mumbai. Are we human? I want two ordinary people My mom too.
Excellent. We'll hold on to this for you.
Thanks.
All right. Now that we're officially Rokat comrades, I can tell you. Chukhanov is the target of our current operation. Recently, we've done some recon work at the Iskra manufacturing plant, which pretty much confirmed that their energy consumption is way beyond the legal limit. All we need now is some direct evidence to present to the Vetcha, so we can demand that they shut the plant down.
That way, the Kresny Crystal can be allocated to where it's needed most.
I was hoping he might let slip during one of our chats, but he's too tight-lipped. We'll have to find another way. I'm meeting another regular theater goer tonight, Mitya.
But Valeri's here too, and he's probably looking for Mitya, so he may end up being a no-show.
Don't you worry. He must know how to dodge Valeri, or he wouldn't be showing up on time for every performance. Mitya is a renowned energy expert. Although we can't get any direct evidence of the excessive energy consumption at the plant, we can accidentally let the information slip to him. The authorities should take someone like him seriously. So if he starts raising questions about energy use at the Iskra manufacturing plant, there will be a proper investigation. Also, we're not allowed on site, but he has clearance. So all we need is his cooperation. Yeah, so that's the other thing we're trying to figure out. Though I think we're far less likely to make any progress on that front. Still, I hear that Mitya is a bit of a chatterbox. So, who knows? Maybe if we catch him in the right mood, he'll let something slip.
What do you think? Sound like something worth your time?
Okay, in that case, you guys find a seat somewhere nearby. Pretend you're a couple of buddies there to eat, and keep your ears peeled for useful information. He's a huge fan, so I doubt he'll have his guard up around me. But you two need to be convincing. If he suspects anything at all, he might stop talking.
Sure. Don't worry. We'll make a believable pair of buddies.
Perfect! You've sold me already. Now, help me tidy this room up a bit before we head out.
Okay. What needs tidying?
Why is that our job?
Everything!
Could be worse. Are those the private boxes?
We come here often, so we shouldn't stand out. Let's sit here. Now, it's up to Vodyanitsa. Let's see how the conversation goes.
Luckily the seat is available right beside. Oh, is that Mitya?
Mr. Mitya! Over here!
Mitya.
Over here!
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I got a little held up on my way here. Now we have even less time than we planned.
They started like animating some of the things a bit more. I'm not opposed to it. I mean, maybe they added more lively, static animations so they can roll between.
Go ahead and order some snacks and drinks, whatever you like. Let me see. According to my schedule, we still have 25 minutes left.
You're really pressed for time today, huh? I was imagining this would be a leisurely chat. If you'd prefer, we can always reschedule for another afternoon when you have more time.
No need. Getting to meet the lead singer is a very precious opportunity for me. I'm not about to pass it up. I've already had to decline your invitation several times because our schedules rarely align. If I don't grab this chance while it's here, who knows when the next one will come around?
Well, it's very kind of you to make time just for me.
I'm not too sure, to be honest. But Snezhnaya is full of weird and wonderful things like that, so people tend not to bat an eye. I'm sure the same will go for the Eye of Grey and Paimon.
The reason I invited you out for tea and a chat today was to get some feedback from a true fan of the theater.
Well, I genuinely have nothing bad to say. No matter how many times I hear you sing, it never gets old. It always seems fresh and new somehow.
I think he needs to go to a new hairdresser. I think they missed a strand or two.
Maybe it's because the more times I listen, the more details I notice. Or maybe you simply improve with every performance, delivering it better each time.
Thank you! I'm delighted to hear that! Could you give me any specific examples?
Oh, yeah. The piece you sang today, for example. Beneath the Frozen River? Hey, what's with you? I'm just praising a good performance. I always used to find that such a bleak and lonely song. But the more you listen, the more you realize that it's not as cold and nihilistic as it appears. When you really dig down into it, there's a certain level where you're surprised by the emergence of hope.
Wow, I'm impressed. I didn't expect you to pick up on that. Actually, I only tried out that angle after talking with a composer. Still, Beneath the Frozen River wasn't on today's program.
Oh, really? But it's a classic. You sing it every time.
Almost every time.
Oh, well then. Let me say a few words about that other all-time classic, Flying in the Wind from the Mountain Sparrow.
What is he hiding? Is he just hiding out there?
I didn't sing that one today either. My voice wasn't quite up to it, so I switched it out at the last minute.
Oh, but,
Sorry, Mr. Mitya, but you were at the theater today, yes?
Of course I was. Remember? I said hello to all the troupe members before the show started. You, Odette, and the others.
So, what did Odette sing today?
Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose, of course.
I thought
Odette was a dancer.
Correct. I see. You find my singing boring, don't you? That's why you don't remember a single song. Looks like I'll need to cut a few from the program next time.
No, that's not it. I swear. All right. I'll be straight with you. I'm sorry. My mind was wandering as you took the stage today. I enjoy watching your shows because the exquisite performances stimulate the mind. It always sparks some inspiration for my research. So, whenever I get stuck at work, I come to the theater for a change of pace. Odette's dance during the Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose today was simply incredible. It got me wondering what she's been going through recently. That look of sheer defiance in the face of utter tragedy? It was so inspiring. I started scribbling in my notebook right away. Not that I made a ton of progress in the grand scheme of things, but I still think it was productive. By the time I snapped out of it, the entire show had finished.
So what you're saying is, You didn't listen to my singing at all?
Unfortunately not. I'm sorry. I don't know which is more disrespectful. The fact that I don't always come for the show itself, or the fact that I missed your performance.
Seems like things are getting a little awkward.
Nitya just stepped into a conversational minefield. If there's one thing Vodyanitsa doesn't like, it's people who show disrespect for her performance. This meeting was so hard to set up. Don't tell me it's already falling apart.
It's fine. I suppose this is affirming in its own way. At least, it shows that our performance really touches people's hearts, right? Don't let it bother you. It certainly doesn't bother me.
Certainly.
She's showing a lot of restraint.
Well, I'll be sure to let Odette know how much you adored her performance.
Please don't say that. I always love your performances too. It's just that inspiration struck at the wrong time today. I'm usually all ears.
I know, I can tell. That's why I value your opinion. I'm sure some people can't stand it when others praise their coworkers right to their face, but not me. No, sir.
Sure, buddy. What was this work again?
Fair enough. I still feel kind of bad, though.
But you know what I really can't stand? People who only show up to the theater to pretend that they're cultured. Makes me sick to my stomach.
Uncultured.
Yeah, 100%. There are too many of those people around. By the time they're walking out the door, they've forgotten all about the show. What's wrong? You look furious.
I don't know if you've heard about the boss of the Iskra manufacturing plant. He isn't even a theater investor. But he always demands the same privileges as actual investors. Box tickets only, premium drinks, even the right to request specific songs.
Well played, Vodyanitsa. Seems like she's harnessing her rage to steer the conversation back on track.
Now that you mention it, I've interacted with that guy before. I gotta say, everyone holds him up as an example of a benevolent businessman, but I don't know. I don't see it.
Yeah, he couldn't care less about what's happening on stage. He's just there to flaunt his social status. I hate that I have to prepare programs for guys like that. What's the big deal with that factory he runs anyway? I asked around a bit and heard some pretty shocking stories. Sounds like he's just another greedy capitalist.
Oh, really?
Yep, the things people are saying are pretty damning. Low wages, insanely long working hours, equipment running around the clock. And as if that's not bad enough, he also strictly forbids his employees from giving any kind of interview. Project Stuja has now been extended so many times, we're at the point where crystal rations for the common folk are barely enough to survive on. Yet he even wants to get his greedy hands on them, just to boost his own profits. If the rumors are true, he's in serious violation of the law.
Interesting. So you've heard about it too?
What? So it's really true?
Who knows? I've only heard the same rumors you have. But there's no smoke without fire. The Rooster's been coming down on us hard lately, demanding that we track and trace every single batch of Crystal. My coworkers in the Department of Energy have been tearing their hair out over it.
The Rooster? I didn't realize he cared that much.
Yeah. Even though there are no restrictions on Crystal trading, the poor will wind up freezing to death if we let the rich buy as much as they want. That's clearly unfair. Looks like we'll need to arrange an investigation into the Iskra manufacturing plant as soon as possible. I never knew you kept up with current affairs beyond the theater, Miss Vodyanitsa. You really have a heart for the common person.
Wait, they manufactured the crystal? What about the crystal I just found in the world?
Most Fae in your position have long been indifferent to the plight of humans.
Well, those of us who choose to live in human cities are naturally going to pay attention to any significant upheaval. Isn't the Rooster a Fae himself?
Oh, she's a siren, that's why she sings. But I guess it's just not magically cursing people. I guess sirens are Fae in this. The mermaid, whatever.
I'm just surprised to learn that even someone with as much experience as him is getting so stressed out over Project Stuja. What is the end goal of this project anyway?
That reminds me, Trigger, I think wasn't there a manga called Siren? Like almost the way I spelled it. Psyren. Huh. Siren. At least I haven't read it, but I feel like I've come by it. Oh well. Doesn't matter.
This is it. We're finally going there.
I'm sure Mitya can sense on some level that she's fishing for information. But since their conversation is so relaxed, he might just let something slip.
It's stressing me out too. If I'd only made better progress with my research, things wouldn't have dragged on this long.
Let me. Oh, I didn't remember that's how it looked. I just remember I rolled past the name before. Another death game. Fun. As I have a horrendous game for you to play. Wow, how kind of you. But after the protest, if that event's forbidden, steer on PS2, but it's on PS4 5 store. Nah. Whoa. Wow. It's not even in stock. That's what this means. Ikke på lager, not in stock. Jesus Christ! That's expensive. Disgusting. Yeah, it's just, you know... See, that's the reason why the few times I bought, like, non-physical games is like, you know, the accessibility and the price. Like, I'm fine with, like, you know, upscale games. Everything doesn't have to be a remaster. Like, the version of Veronica that was on the PS Store. It's like, it's a whole accessibility thing for me. Also because some games are hard to get, also new games here, because they're not very big. So it's basically an accessibility thing. But it's just right now, because of the shit Sony is doing, it makes me not want to buy it, the digital one. And... yeah, when they stop making it, they have full monopoly and all get worse. Well... so I'm just... yeah. Maybe someday, Trigger. Maybe someday. I mean, I can ask... as a chance... Kitty has a lot of games. Maybe she has it. And then could borrow it. I guess we'll see. Let me check on... yeah, I mean, I still haven't touched my PlayStation. That's why I downloaded Genshin on the PC and Wuthering Waves on the PC, because you, Sony, right now. What was it? I was gonna look here. That's not the one I want to press. I'm also so snotty today. I can't spell. Forbidden Siren. No, nobody has it there. What about here? I already used all my money on the Silent Hill one. So, yeah. Yeah, it's really up there. Damn. I guess. For shits and giggles, let's say. Let's see what it cost in Danish crown. I didn't mean to spell that. Oh, that's not bad. At all. Like, it's not like super cheap, but it's not bad at all compared to the alternative. But yeah, not currently. Sony. Because I'm also the type of person, if I like a game or franchise, and I have acquired it for free or digital, like, I would like it on the shelf. And I would like to be able to access it offline. Oh no, I'm on the big screen again. But it's quite good in horror. It just plays horrible, and so we love horrible controls. Artificial hard, but an artificially hard, but mistake by mistakes. Welcome home, Mula. Yeah, never heard of it. If I could spell. Looks pretty cool. I assume it takes place in Japan. It gives very Japan vibes. Siren, known as Forbidden Siren. Joy. Oh, it's actually a Sony created one. But yeah, as I said, not right now. It's a frustration and ambiguity. Ambiguity. I know this. Yes, good. Why are everything so annoying? Oh, that was nice. But alas, not right now. Oh yeah, remember there was this thing I wanted to check. I wanted to see if they had memory cards. Or it should probably be in accessories. No? Oh, they do have something. The ones I have is full. I have one of these. And it's full. But I don't mind if it's not original. It just needs to work. Why doesn't it say the size on this one? One... could be worse. Because when I tried to tried out the Silent Hill to see if it worked, it was like, you can't save. You're right, I can. It's full. For some reason, Diablo 1 was taking up so much, like multiple. And I couldn't delete it from the memory card menu. I don't know, it's weird. I just don't bother on PSP. I just use a PS... What? Trigger, my PlayStation 3 can play PlayStation 2 games. It's not the right model. I don't have a backwards compatibility PlayStation 3. I only have the Slim. For PS1 games. Oh, I mean... I actually haven't tried putting a PlayStation 1 in it. I don't remember. Was it only the 60 gigabyte that what? Can expect it. And it's not like, not all PlayStation 1 do. Oh well. People really think backwards compatibility PS3 is a bonus. It's a curse. Colin wanted it as well. It's just worse. For PlayStation 2 games, is it? I don't know. It's just hard to get. And it's annoying that they removed it. It breaks? I think I have... I actually don't know how much is on mine. Is it the big one, maybe? No, I think... actually, I don't know. I don't remember. I just know I have a Slim. The GPU, CPU will have to be changed. They have a built-in flaw. On purpose, or... I also think my PlayStation 5 might die because of the liquid thing. I just don't have space because it's such, I'm sorry, but it's such an awful shape of a console. There's no place to put it when it's laying down at a desk. It's so stupid. Like 3 PS3 stems to do that. Like, you know, when it works, but the design of the outside, this is not mentioning anything about the inside, right? There's a whole, because I have one of the older versions, physical, with disc, thank you, on purpose, and there's a whole thing about the liquid metal and stuff, but I have to have it vertical or horizontal, up. It's not laying down, it's up, because I don't have any space for it to lay down, because it takes up too much space. But it doesn't fit in anywhere. It's too big. It doesn't even fit into a Calyx fucking shelf. Fails and boom. Dice bot skull brewer. Yeah. I don't know if it's something, because obviously it's too old now. And I don't even know what it costs to get that fixed, and if it's something I could do on my own. I also still need to fix or clean the PlayStation 3. There was a silver. Oh well, sorry, ranting. The fuck is this third backing game called? That was a Nintendo DS one that never came to play. What the fuck, man? That's crazy. I'm not sure which ones I have. Year of the Dragon. I think that's the one I'm missing. I don't know. I have all of the Legend of on PlayStation 2. Most certainly you can do on your own, it's just load screws. But how do you deal with the metal? It's a metal. I hate when stores do this. They're doing it more and more. Like, it's fine. Like, at least you need to be able to, like... I hate when it comes on the search page and it's like, I want to buy it. But at least make me do it so I can be like... Yeah, good, great. Because it's so annoying when I'm just googling for stuff. Oh! This is what it costs. And I'm like, cool. It's a lot, but I'll buy it. Never mind, it's not in stock. Fuck you. And it happens a lot. Crazy. Okay. Oh. Right, it shouldn't appear on Google. At least it should be very obvious that it says not in stock or something. Oh well. Oh well. Whatever. I'm just a complainer.
Oh, so your work is related to Project Stuja?
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source. Not the power of the Light Realm, and not elemental energy.
Hashtag valid crash out. I'm lazy. That's also why it's annoying, because I am lazy, so I will read the AI over whatever overview. And I wish I could turn it off, so I'm sure she'll get maybe proper, you know, statements. Crash out, buddies. So, but yeah, I am lazy. That's why I turn it off, or I'll look at that first. And so I also feel like, I don't know if it's just me, that search results has been worse and worse. So then I go to look in the searching, and I'm like, where the fuck did the AI get this? Because I can't fucking find it. I'm sorry.
Right now, the only thing that meets the requirements is the power contained within stellar linchpins. But harnessing that power is costly. Each step of the process requires enormous amounts of Kresnik crystal, from extraction to quantification to attempts at conversion. Progress has been painfully slow, and the team is getting burned out as time goes by. Sometimes, I see people staring into space as if in a trance.
I actually have Brave installed. My problem both with DuckDuckGo and Brave is that they have AI accessed. You can access AI in the browser, and it's just like, bruh, I don't use it. Get it out. Why does everything need to have AI? I get so fucking annoyed. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I can't look at anything anymore and be like, well, this seems like AI. Is this real? It's not even like, you know, faked or just, you know, staged or whatever. It's just fake. Everything is fucking fake. I know you can switch it off, but it doesn't change the fact that it's there. This is why it's... What does that have to do with it? Oh, because I'm so brave. I mean, I don't really use Brave much besides for some things, because mother of ads and pop-ups, and oh my god. It's good at that. But maybe I should just make the change. Like right now I use... I have like different browsers for different stuff. I use Google for, you know, my own whatever, googling around and YouTubing. But I might change. And then I use Opera for streaming and I mean, I guess the only thing I mean, there will be some like official stuff that doesn't work on like non-public. There's also stuff that doesn't work on Opera. Right, Twitch? But, yeah. It's like, oh, try a different browser. I'm like, oh my god. And she gives orange juice to better well. I was gonna say, I'm already snotty right now, but I feel like I can't drink orange juice while streaming because I get, like, snotty, like, in the back. Not in the back of my throat, but like above in the back of my throat. It's like beside, upside the soft palate. I just feel like I've snot there everywhere. But I already do that because I'm very snotty today, which I don't have time for. But alas, there's orange juice in the fridge. No, I guess I'm just. I also plan on canceling Netflix. I just have a few series I need to finish. And then, yeah, because a few months ago I went to the cheapest option because I didn't need anything more expensive or higher. It's like, what's the use of having multiple screens anyway if you can't without issue? But also, and then motherfuckers rises the price, and it's so expensive. It's the most expensive thing I have. And I'm like, I don't need this. So, what life has happened, so I haven't finished my stuff yet, but I'm gonna. And then I'm gonna, maybe after next month I'm gonna, this is fuckers. I'll come back when the price is better, maybe. We'll see. I lived before streaming services, I'll live after. Fuck you guys. I'm going home. Oh yeah, Trigger. A movie I need to watch at some point when I get my hands on it. Cold Storage. That's not the right button.
Could it be that this new energy source has side effects?
No, it doesn't affect us because the energy is used for. Okay, I got it. Stop choking me. Sorry, I can't talk about that.
It didn't even touch your throat. What do you mean? Also, what? A new energy source? To deny on an island when everyone else knows too much reality a lot. The thing is, I still want stories and stuff. Movie. To the list! To the list! Like, I still want to... I'm still a consumer, right? But I just get so... upset. Like, also, like, everything from, like, people making fucking AI books, to AI art, to AI videos, to AI... I'm sorry, there's no such thing as an AI artist. And my other problem is also just, you know, the fact that they are stolen for people who have not consented to the stuff being used. So, yeah. Joy. Anyway, sorry. That's my hard stand.
I think we're all just exhausted. We've been working ourselves to the bone for so long with so little progress to show for it. It's no wonder people are struggling to stay motivated.
Seems like I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have gotten so mad at you for not paying attention during the show.
Don't worry about it. I count myself lucky, to be honest. I don't envy the people who work closely with the Tsaritsa herself. I'd much rather be in my current position. At least I don't have to shoulder any major responsibilities.
So they're trying to develop a completely new kind of energy.
But why? What does it have to do with... I guess that's a side issue from having to grab all the crystal. So if... Also because crystal is a limited resource, but they said they were... Regardless, why are they making a new resource? And why does that... Because there must be more to it, right? Maybe the crystal can do something that normal resources can't.
Yeah, censored by a scarf. Who would have thought?
Oh, dear. It looks like my time is up. I'm afraid I have to leave. I'm so sorry. We ended up barely talking about the theater.
That's okay. It was a pleasure chatting with you, really.
Let's make up for it next time. Yeah, hopefully once the work pressure eases up a little, I'll be able to focus more on the performance, and then we'll have more to discuss. We touched on some confidential issues today. I'd be grateful if you could keep it between us.
Didn't even wait for confirmation.
Nice job. Why was Mitya in such a hurry to leave, though?
Because that guy. I don't remember the name.
Sorry, routine inspection.
Valerie? Valerie. I assume he has like a tracker for him or some shit.
Okay, let's go.
He has that, Oh, what anime eyes is that it reminds me of? Purple with lines. Why were you backing it up anyway? Trigger, you never explained. Behold, my default color is pink.
So he wasn't rushing to get back to work. He must have calculated that Valeri would find him here in exactly 25 minutes. That's frighteningly accurate.
One of the main duties of the Special Assignments Battalion is to ensure that important figures stick to their schedules.
A lot of pigs. Ah, I see. Right. No, it's not this. Oh, it might be Rinnegan. It might be this. Yes. Very. It's been so long since I read Naruto. It never finished in Denmark because it stopped translating, so I actually never finished the story. So first I have to make a proteid dry, because PSC only speaks to MVR in fat. Wait, does your PS3 fat then do PlayStation 2 games? Well, yeah, yeah. I think it's this guy that I'm thinking of. Pain, right. I feel like this was something else too. Blast from the past. Nope. Alright. Alright. Anyway, doesn't matter. I was just... Wah. Even though PS2 is a little shit to do anything on, it's still simpler than the mod. The mod? Okay, what? That's the wrong one. It's not all a mod. I think there's something like... I don't remember. Forgot. It's a long time I looked into it. Some were like software where you could like change it, and some were, you know, not. Well, then a lot is like just not. It's complicated. The people call it first.
Alright, time for us to get going too.
Oh, I guess because it's breaking
check,
apart.
Please.
We'll settle our check too, then.
Oh, hello there. Mr. Mitya paid the check before leaving.
For us too? I guess he knew we were... I mean, I'm...
He also asked me to pass on a message. He said it was an honor to share his tea break with Miss Vodyanitsa and her two friends.
Oh, he knew! He knew! It's so well known for breaking, like every person who had kept the console had go. So I guess that's also one of the reasons why it's so hard to get a hand on, because they break. They broke. They're dead. I guess. Help.
Wait. So he knew we were here all along? This raises a lot of questions. Did he deliberately mention the new energy source so that we'd overhear it? Maybe his work isn't confidential after all. Maybe the key here is the purpose of this new energy. I guess that's the next thing to look into. Vodyanitsa and Alosha have left. Time to head back and call it a day.
Sorry, had to blow my nose. Because as if he's proof here to get on. That still should fix my PS3. Oh, good news. If I fought for you, I turn the game second. Duckydale! Woo! Yeah. Oh.
Today?
I was sent back when it's done in the easy pick. Okay.
Paimon was just gonna mention that. After she woke up today, Paimon felt like her temperature was completely back to normal. But her strength still hasn't returned. Still, there's some good news. Paimon thinks she might have figured out the source of the problem. It's like there's some kind of mysterious power affecting Paimon. Paimon's never felt this way before during any of her travels.
Is it because she's part of the Heavenly Principle and the Cryo Archon is trying to dispel? I don't know. Anyway, I don't trust Paimon. Never had, never will. Yeah.
She only started feeling this way since we arrived in Snezhnaya.
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source.
Could that have something to do with this?
What is it? You're making that face again. You know, the one you get whenever you have a light bulb moment? So, they're trying to develop a new energy source here? And you think that might be why Paimon's feeling unwell?
But why only Paimon?
Well, Media denied that the energy they're researching has any side effects. Although, he did say that people working on the project have been having issues with their concentration and short-term memory. And even so, those are completely different symptoms from Paimon's. It's pretty faint, so it's kind of hard to tell. But, if anything, it seems like it's coming from roughly the same direction as the Armory Palace. Sure, Paimon's with you there. But how, though? The Rokat only has a limited amount of intel.
I don't remember what that is.
Oh, great point! They argue about Project Stuja every day. If we could sit in on one of their sessions, we might pick up some new leads.
Write a letter. You can just go to it, man. Write a letter will take longer, and that's a possibility that someone will look at your letter.
Good idea! Oh yeah, while you were out, Paimon tried all the yummiest looking desserts in the Potvoria restaurant. This one seemed right up your alley. So, Paimon saved some for you. Come try it once you finish writing your letter.
Wow, square pancakes.
Alosha replied. He says that we won't be able to speak at the Vetcha, but he can arrange for us to attend as visitors. Time to get ready, then head to the Snezhnagrad Vetcha.
You're back! Paimon's been working on the crossword puzzle in the newspaper. It's actually pretty fun. Oh, shoot! Paimon forgot the next word. Oh, she had it a moment ago.
It's teasing me. What the fuck? I didn't realize Evil Within was for like PS3 anyway. How do I use this? Ah, I mean, for fuck's sake. It is done. That's 3 times the real game with a manual. Oh my god.
Miss Vodianitsa, prima donna of the Korolievsky troupe. What a surprise meeting you here. Will you be sitting in on a session of the Vetcha?
Is it only in PS3 store so expensive? Maybe they're just not keeping up with the PS3 store at all.
Sorry, I'm not taking interviews today. Oh good, you're here. The session's about to begin. Let's get inside.
Please wait, Miss Vodianitsa. Could you introduce me to your new friend?
Damn. Well, like I said, is it only in PlayStation 3 stores? Maybe they haven't regulated the prices on there. Like ever. Since. As a rooster ability shares various energy-related statistics, the dual and lifeless room suddenly becomes very animated. I didn't read.
In summary, the energy management commitments made for the outgoing period have been delivered upon. Furthermore, both the production and consumption of Kresnik Crystal show clear signs of stabilizing.
I thought it was naturally occurring. Tiny little man, yep.
The relevant agencies have assessed the present circumstances and determined that the status quo can be sustained until the next period. For detailed statistics, I would refer you to the industry reports that have been distributed to all persons present. It should also be noted that while the recent blizzards have led to a significant increase in people's energy expenses, this is strictly a short-term phenomenon associated with a remotely located monster. Her Majesty the Tsaritsa is giving her full attention to this matter. We should have every confidence that it will be dealt with swiftly and conclusively.
Still waiting.
A financial report on disaster relief is also present in this report, courtesy of Pantalone.
Pulsinella is the rooster.
They cover the same old ground every single time. The rooster never seems to mind, but everyone else is getting tired of it. There's a general lack of trust. People aren't seeing any tangible benefits that affect them directly.
Yeah, if it weren't for these hard copy documents, I could have at least made something up. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just out here trying to hit my interview quotas. Bring out the Kvass. Ever read it? Best-selling newspaper in town.
If I remember correctly, you guys don't even have a sales permit. You have to sell from stalls on the street.
Okay then, best-selling street stall newspaper in town. Still counts.
Order! We will now open the floor to the representatives. If there are no further substantive issues to discuss, we will then proceed to a vote on this motion.
I don't even have any of the Revelation games. IRL. I'm also missing other Resident Evil games IRL, but
Alas.
Snezhnaya has a long tradition of treating members of the Fatui armed forces and their dependents favorably. But recent surveys shows that Fatui families in remote areas have access to 15% less crystal than the average civilian family in Snezhnograd. It's been said many times before, but it bears repeating now. There needs to be a clear and consistent rationale behind how crystal is allocated, or we will soon face immense public backlash.
Perhaps you wouldn't need to keep repeating yourself if you would hear me out for once. I say again, true consistency exists only in principle. In the real world, fairness is relative. You appear to treat resource allocation as a simple function of production and population. So what about when the equipment used in production breaks down? Have you factored that into your equation? And do you even know how long it's been since Snezhnaya last conducted a census?
If I knew the answers to questions like that, I'm sure I'd be a very wealthy man. And I doubt I'd be going by child. I'd like to bring the focus back to the specific issue I raised. Or do you wish to deny that favorable treatment for Fatui dependents is our long-standing policy?
It's easy to be a critic when there's no accountability. That seems to be a running theme in the anti-Project Stuja cohort. Defeat the ringleader and all other problems will magically resolve themselves. That's what they seem to think. But in case you aren't aware, not one jot in my report would change whether Project Stuja continues or not.
So you have no intention whatsoever of finding a solution to this problem?
On the contrary, I'm the only one here who ever brings solutions.
What
Child
solutions?
opened by speaking up for the armed forces. Regraders struck back with style and a war of words ensued. Our reporter was live on the scene to get the audience's reaction as it all unfolded. Who do you support? The people have spoken! Child received raucous applause from the crowd as he pushed Regrader onto his back foot with a relentless barrage of questions. It had to be seen to be believed.
Now you see why they don't have a sales permit.
However this reporter wants to spin things, I haven't forgotten that Tartaglia was representing the Northland Bank when we first met in Liyue. So surely, their relationship can't always have been this strained.
You two are getting off topic. Let's focus on what the data is saying.
Mr. Pantalone, may I speak on your behalf?
Oh, please do. I'm more than happy to save my breath.
Crystal distribution policy undergoes modifications with each new period. The ultimate goal being to find the most reasonable method of allocation, which I believe is what Mr. Tartaglia also seeks. But I fear many may have been misled on this topic by extremist activists. To clarify, Project Stuja is not the root cause of the problem. It is merely a framework for resource distribution.
But the reason we're getting less crystal is because a lot of going into the project.
The most recent reports all point to Snezhnaya's resilience and adaptability during this period of fine-tuning, and give clear indications that a distribution framework is improving with each iteration. To make drastic adjustments without first considering the risks would likely do more harm than good.
Renowned scholar of finance, Arapov spoke up to clarify the fiscal logic, clearly alluding to social organizations like the Rokot in his words. With the notorious Lelek still active to this day, should the Rokot be held responsible? No, there is someone else to blame.
She's just rephrasing what Mr. Pantalone said. The Rokot are the critics he accuses of taking no responsibility for their actions. As for Lelek, you won't have heard of him yet. He's currently the most famous member of the Rokot. Well, more like infamous. Ending Project Stuja has become an obsession for him. Unlike the more decent ones among us, he believes that votes in the Vetcha are all that matter.
Maybe you shouldn't say, among us. In this place. Very covert of you.
So whether it's threats, coercion, or bribery, he'll use whatever means necessary to get people to change their vote.
And since we're already on the subject, what do you think of Lelek's methods? Are you for or against?
A mongoose? Mongoose? Also, I don't know what his methods are.
Well, whatever the story is, his actions benefit us all. We stand with Lelik.
At least someone here wants to take this discussion seriously. I've been considering that issue myself. What you really need is more precise regional data, right? I think it would be easiest to let the Fatui handle it, since they're already in charge of Crystal shipments anyway. We may as well get them to collect some data while they're at it. Whatever you need, you can ask the Fatui to look into it for you. In terms of supervision, I think the Druzhna would be a good fit. I had hoped to discuss this with Miss Vesna, but sadly, she's not present.
Oh, Among Us. My bad. I thought Rick Rader was a part of the Fatui. Holy shit, it's Jazz. You're alive. When you call for a new contract and full fiber broadband and you accidentally call the technician and they reset your router. What? Huh? Good morning? Question mark. Good afternoon. Dead by Daylight. Then why does he say it like he's not?
I will be happy to take a note of your suggestions and present them to Commander Vesna for a decision upon her return. The Commander has always taken a keen interest in Project Stuja. However, given the Druzhna's demanding workload, I'm afraid it may prove difficult for them to provide any practical support.
Let us refrain from jumping to conclusions until a concrete and actionable plan is in place.
Trying to get better and I have trouble doing so. Try again. I believe in you. I need to cancel mine and get another place because I keep getting fucked over by them. Oh, you can get it to 400, checks my thing. Why does it 439? Me calls in. Oh, now you can only get it to 409. I was like, fuck you and fuck off. So eventually I will have to get a new one. I just need to do more research and call people and ask what they can deliver. Because I know there's fiber on my address, but some people don't have it on their web page that it has. Because even the one I have now is like also the last place I lived was like when I looked on their site, it was like, oh, you don't have fiber. But then when I called them, oh, you do have fiber. Anyway, I believe in you. Get the internet, Jazz.
My apologies, Lord Rooster.
There are numerous issues to address here, including manpower, time sensitivity, and reporting lines. Nevertheless, I support drafting a proposal. Follow the usual procedure, and it can be raised as a new motion for all parties to evaluate at the appropriate time.
Yeah, internet sucks. Come live in my mega. Yeah, because you totally don't have internet there. We are not using the internet right now. Also, I might end after this section and then continue another day. There's probably not going to be more streams this week because life. You just Oh, you telepathic with text on my screen. Right. And me likewise when you play games. And everyone else. We don't use the internet. I had to make it easy. Oh, thanks, question mark.
In that case, I'd like to share one thought before the proposal is drafted. The issue of time sensitivity was raised just now, which I presume relates to the official reports. In fact, the Energy Commission already collects regular statistics on each urban center and its surrounding area. Would these be of any use?
That's a good idea. I read every issue of Sviet Lolaidovka's report, and although my focus is mostly on the section about equipment operation, the energy consumption statistics also yield a lot of insights.
be that as it may, does no one see an issue with using local data to determine crystal quotas? In the long term, it seems like a very risky solution.
What do you mean about local data? I mean, if it's an outside source, it's because you mean they can lie about their quotas. I mean, so can everyone else. And anyone else that looks at it. So I guess, oh, we can't send our own people in. Maybe you need to do proper investigations. Pricks everywhere.
Not if they are used purely for reference. So long as we have the report from the Northland Bank's headquarters to corroborate it, no one will be able to fool me.
Very well, then. It appears that this arrangement is acceptable to all parties.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The members reached a provisional consensus on the issue of improving treatment for Fatui soldiers. Today, the prima donna of the Korylevsky troupe attended a session of the Snezhnograd Vecha in the company of a dashing young man. The question on all our minds is, what is the true nature of their relationship?
Write anything like that again, and I'm revoking your permission to interview the troupe. Got it?
The remaining discussion covers everything from energy, healthcare, technology, and industry. All parties take the opportunity to express their stance on Project Stusha. You ignore Mironova as she carries on writing her sensationalist report, but after a while you start to feel that reading the news from her might actually be more interesting than being here in person.
Then, if there are no further contributions from those present, we shall proceed to the final vote.
Hey, check it out!
Is that Chukuna?
What made him vote against? Why now?
The votes have been tallied. Those in favor of continuing Project Stusha total 61%, securing a clear majority.
That was too close. The margin has shrunk yet again. Chuganov was a huge loss.
It is pretty, what is it? 39% is still a lot against it.
I'll bet Lelek is behind this. I wonder how Pulcinella will respond this time.
Or I forgot who Lelek is.
Chuganov. I see. Lelek strikes again.
Oh.
Go, Lelek. Once Project Stusha is defeated, our unwavering support at Bring Out the Kvass will finally pay off when we make our comeback. I can taste our victory already!
Lelek was the one from the Rotok, whatever it's called.
In accordance with the result of this vote, Project Stusha will remain in effect until the next Vecha period. Finally, may I remind us all, we debate only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm.
Who are the people voting? Who has a right to vote? And if it gets voted against, what does that mean? Will it actually be stopped?
The session is concluded.
Your face is concluded. It really seems like you just haven't updated the prices, but what do I know? Generally, digital games, especially when they're not a sale, are so expensive.
I have to say, I really wasn't expecting Chuganov to vote against Project Stusha. Well, in principle, Snezhnaya's business and political elites ought to be the ones least likely to oppose it. As we heard, Project Stusha is basically just a resource distribution framework that requires everyone to cut back during the winter. But even if the policy got cancelled, the Tsaritsa's energy needs wouldn't suddenly go down. The extra demand from the public would have to be filled from somewhere. So logically, the factories would have to take the hit. I got a letter from Mr. Mitya just before today's session. He said he's confirmed that there are issues around overtime and excessive energy consumption at the Iskra manufacturing plant. In a situation like this, once the Rooster receives the report, he'll order the factory to halt production and submit to an investigation before issuing a penalty.
But doesn't that mean that no crystal will be produced, question mark? And there'll be less to go around too? But there's also natural occurring, but what does all the other countries do? Look at that.
But that's a week-long process, and thus didn't make it onto the Vetcha agenda this time. I don't think he suspects anything so far.
We're just standing here talking right out in the open. Got it. So for him, it's a choice between producing production and stopping entirely.
Exactly. And as you know, he's a very selfish person. I was originally gonna try and flip him after he received notice of the official sanctions. My plan was to convince him that the whole thing was completely unfair. Rather than just sit back and take the hit while his factory stopped production, he'd be better off voting to end Project Stuja. At least that way, no one else would be able to make any money either, because all the factories would suddenly have more limited energy to work with. But now, he's already voted against it, which means someone must have used more forceful means to change his vote, just like with everyone else who flipped. Yeah, no one knows why Lilac is so obsessed with ending Project Stuja, but by the looks of it, he's inching closer and closer to success.
Lilac must have strong motivations, given how he'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. Maybe he knows the full truth of Project Stuja. Maybe my next step should be to focus on him.
All right. What are your plans for the rest of the day? Shall we head out?
Hey, comrade. I noticed you were here during the debate.
I didn't take you for a political enthusiast.
Greetings, Harbingers. I just happened to have some free time today, and my new friend here thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha.
Ah, Odette must have introduced you. Looks like you two are getting along pretty well.
I'll leave you to catch up. I should head back to the troop.
Sure. Break a leg and all that. Thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha, did you? Things are never that simple with you, Traveler. There's no way you're here for kicks and giggles. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah. To some, he's a captivating enigma. To others, he's the bane of their existence. No one ever thought that some anonymous nobody from the Rokot could cause such a stir. Huh? You want to look into Lelik? Then I'm sure his days of anonymity are numbered. What do you think, Sandrone?
Fine by me, I guess. If the Traveler actually manages to expose Lelik, it'll be doing Pulcinella a favor. In return, it seems fair to let him in on what we've learned so far.
My thoughts exactly. Sharing is caring, after all.
I didn't tell you I would tell you if I found out. I just asked if I could find out.
Head back to Glupov and grab the files on Lelik. It's easier to just pull the records than go through the rigmarole of getting the Traveler a visitor's permit.
Rigmarole? 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 What? I'm just looking up for shits and giggles. Long, complicated, and annoying process of procedure that feels unnecessary. A tedious series of So, every day... I mean, what? Also nonsense talk. Confusing, rambling speed. I will use this. The rigmarole of getting through the day and your chores. Sorry.
As you command, child, sir.
Child,
In
sir.
that case, since we're going to be waiting anyway, I'll have someone brew a pot of black tea.
You're a rickroll. Can I get green tea instead? It is at least less bitter. Why does tea not taste as good as it smells?
One common thread among the many incidents Lelik has been involved in is that the victims are all too scared to share any real information about him. His modus operandi is to silently infiltrate the scene and leave a threatening letter behind. But neither the letters nor the crime scenes ever yield any clues to his identity.
When do we get Child an updated model? Rigging your role.
So all these files have to offer are short statements by the people affected. They don't give us a lot to go on.
If nothing else, it shows we're dealing with a trained professional who's versed in counter surveillance.
Yes, and to that point, he often strikes in highly secure locations. The victims are high-ranking and influential people who take their personal security very seriously.
We're just talking about this out in the open room.
Somehow, Lelik slips right into their rooms without making a sound. There's never any eyewitnesses, nor the slightest trace of a break-in.
He's the ghost.
If he can get in and out undetected, it means he can strike without warning. Not that that's ever happened so far, but the thought is enough to scare these people sleepless. It's hard to believe that a human being could pull this off flawlessly every time, so they switched the focus of the investigation to Faye. Unfortunately, no one's found anything yet. Careful, don't underestimate me. Although truth be told, I'd probably find it hard not to blow my cover. Direct confrontation is more my style.
We haven't ruled out the possibility of Lelik being human. It's just, there can only be a handful of people in all of Teyvat who'd fit the profile. Faye, on the other hand, plenty would have the ability, but few would have the motive.
No, not as strong as me. You'll never find the culprit with criteria like that. Let's go with a little weaker than me. There's no denying that Master is strong, but meticulous. We can only hope.
He's just trying to find a reference point. Stop getting fixated on who's stronger than who.
There's some very weird shit. Expound.
But that's the most important thing. In my opinion, anyway.
Alright, take it down a notch or two. If you insert like Infamous 1 and it knows you have it, it gives you a sale price for number 2. What? I mean, I have both, but that's weird and interesting. That's the way to do it, I guess. I don't know what I think about that. I guess it's smart, but I'm also like, that's unfair, but I guess, I don't know what to think. Attack! Very targeted. I mean, it's a way to make targeted deals, right? I don't even know if PlayStation 3 Store has, like, deals anymore. But that, like, I guess that is a way to make targeted deals without, you know, making it, you know, more creepy than we can see your profile. You can just see, you have game. Want game 2? What? I mean, it's a way to sell a franchise, I guess. I have played Infamous 1. Maybe I should revisit those. Oh well. It does deal with just like random ones right now. Seemingly, imagine more like holiday season be more. Maybe.
Odette? Yeah, that seems about right. Her skills are solid, and she's always calm under pressure.
Under pressure.
Except she's Fatui, so the likelihood of her working against us is pretty low. But yeah, much more accurate than your previous example, at least.
But they also said that she's been doing both her entire life, or maybe she's sick of it and doesn't feel like she had a choice.
No, wait a moment. Maybe we should interrogate that assumption.
What do you mean? Which assumption?
Her Fatui identity doesn't necessarily exonerate her. And when you think about it, the Rokot would be precisely what she needs to conceal her identity.
How does the Rokot conceal
Plus,
her
she wouldn't
identity?
need to be such a pro at covering her tracks. She'd already know where the Fatui will be and when, so she could choose the perfect time to act.
Could also be any other Fatui.
Oh,
Almost.
yikes. I was just thinking out loud. Why is this starting to sound like such a convincing theory? Still, what reason could Odette possibly have for trying to call off Project Stuja?
Arlecchino would be the best person to ask. She knows Odette best. Rosaline used to open up to her in private about her struggles with Odette. As I'm sure you can imagine, Arlecchino is quite a lot better with children than Rosaline was. She gave her some tips on how to handle the situation, and Rosaline managed to reach a settlement with Odette before leaving. So I suppose there were at least no lifelong regrets left behind. Beyond that, I don't know the details about that side of things. But I do know that Odette definitely has a motive to hold a grudge against Project Stuja. The reason being, her father passed away during the early stages of the project. That was back before it had been named Project Stuja, when things were still being worked out. But in essence, it's remained the same ever since.
Huh. The more you know. Rosaline was always so self-centered. I never understood why she started paying so much attention to Odette. Is that such a surprise? If you cast your mind back, you may remember that Rosaline and I weren't exactly close. We had tea together a few times, but that was about it.
Odette's past is no secret. Her father was a Fatus and her mother was a very famous ballerina. On the surface, it looks like she followed right in her parents' footsteps. But the truth is quite a different story. After her father passed away on a mission, her mother was overcome with grief. She broke her leg during a performance and could never dance again.
How? But also, so her mother is still alive. So I guess she's pretty depressed.
Odette was only interested in ballet at the time, but this tragedy left the family with both breadwinners gone. They could barely make ends meet.
Wait, how long ago was Project Stuja started? Even before it had the name?
Per Capitano's policy, family members of Fatui who died in the line of duty had to be appropriately accommodated and provided with adequate assistance. So, regardless of how Rosaline may have felt about it, it fell to her to resolve the issue of Odette's family's livelihood. In the end, the solution they agreed upon was to have Odette join the Fatui.
That's not commendation. Boo!
Right, because the alternative would have been a one-off compensation payment,
Yes.
I guess. In that sense, joining up was definitely the better option.
But she
Still,
was also dancing,
She must
right?
have had mixed feelings about it, right? If she doesn't even like the Fatui.
It's just a theory. A possibility. But as a motive for Odette to become Lelik, it holds up. That said, I have no idea where Odette's head is at right now, or what her conflict with Rosaline was about. Plenty of people were on bad terms with Rosaline. I have no intention of trying to figure it all out. Yes, but there's not much point in discussing that now.
Yeah, back to Lelik. Since our investigations so far have turned up next to nothing, we've got nothing to lose by trying a new angle. Funnily enough, Tonya and I had actually made plans to go to the theater tomorrow to watch Odette's rehearsal. Unfortunately, thanks to this Lelik situation, I'll be stuck working overtime again. Which means you can go in my place. No point wasting the ticket. Plus, you'll get to meet Tonya.
Have we met Tonya? Or have we met another one of your siblings?
Spirit Seeker. Quite the classic ballet. It was passed down through Odette's mother's family for generations, though it hasn't been performed in years. But Odette's been practicing it diligently, and it's finally ready for a return to the stage. Excitement is through the roof. Tickets for the official performance sold out long ago.
Tonya's excited for it too. She's desperate to see it no matter what. Personally, it's not really my kind of thing, but since she's my little sister, I had to figure something out.
I've actually seen it several times before. The story's pretty straightforward. The lead character follows a trail of clues left behind by a spirit, gradually recovering her memories along the way. It's a tale of love and regret. So not exactly reinventing the wheel, at least by today's standards.
Spoilers.
But when that classic melody kicks in and the lead character begins to dance, it always gets me. It really is beautiful. Not an easy dance to do justice to, though. I know it's always been Odette's dream to perform this piece, but I'm not sure she's really ready.
In that case, I think that even if she is Lelik, we should wait until her performance is over before we respond. I'll let you take it from here, comrade.
Good idea. Let her focus on her dance. That would be very nice of you. I mean, I don't know if it's a good idea, but it's a nice idea. I think I'm gonna stop here. And then I won't accidentally run into it either. I'm not tired. What? Let's just raid Callum. He's still alive. We're probably already all there, but... Okay, push. Pågåva. Yes. Do. But yeah, don't know when the next stream is. Life is lifing right now, so it is what it is. But thank you all for stopping by. Welcome to Crash Out. Return and company. Until then, alright.